We are now on round 63. Looks like it's going to be a longish turn, so let's have a look. Let's go play the history through fast. Yeah, this is Hyde from Tribes of Man repositioning his troops. Let's just go back and actually have a look at what happened here. So he's actually moving troops up here in response to what he probably quite rightly sees as a build-up. I'm building troops up here, but I'm not planning on attacking him. I do need to message him actually and tell him, look, I'm planning on attacking you. I'm just placing troops on my border, and this is somewhere that I don't really want being invaded. No, that's the truth. We've discovered fuel deposits in High Peak. 2 more turns to this Decade of Corruption, and then we're gonna have a nice phase, I guess. So once we've gone into the new one, the new paradigm, so to speak, it will be a little bit more pleasant than this one. Profile enforcement is 53, and that's lower. So we failed to promise the steel front, unfortunately. Okay, a new development of model complete Huey. I've renamed that to the Flyball because it's a scout, and we've got a new model, medium helicopter. We've completed heavy industry, so we want to get that up as soon as possible. And we've discovered cross fertilization, and we've discovered rocket engine. And we got a fake stratagem pack and some cards. You know the drill. Okay. Have we got a... No. So here, Dogger White, for example. Oops. While we've got some of these points, some political points, let's get up commercial project. And let's get... Have we got any more? No, that was it. Okay, yeah, it's always good to get the commercial projects up. They're pretty cool. They gradually increase the private economy funds, if I remember right, which is great because it just means they start building things like police stations and other such assets. Okay, yeah, look at Dogger White. I mean, I've not really built a whole lot of stuff here. Barracks, and that's it, really, with regards to quality of life buildings, but it's got a whole lot of quality of life stuff. And this is all from the private sector. Okay, now I spent quite a lot of money recently on metal because I thought there's no point in having it just sat there in the treasury. Yeah, we've lost quite a lot of points on our word score. We need to make sure that doesn't go down too far. We'll start losing support from our leaders if we do. Let's have a look at the decisions. There's a lot of them today. Military Research Council task priorities. Okay, let's have a look at what we're researching first. I think we've just completed stuff, haven't we? So yeah, look, oh no, we've not completed it. Let's go to organizations. Okay, charge Gauss small arms. So we're going for charge Gauss. I'm immediately going to upgrade my troops with this. Got to keep up with the Joneses. So I'm going to keep this on research priority 75%, I think. Yeah, because look, there's nothing else to discover now. I might even bump it up to 90.
Roger that.
You need to remember to change that though eventually. Economic Council research objective. We got loads of fuel on this map, so I don't need to worry about deep core mining. Serpentinization is interesting, but I think I'm okay for the time being. By the way, if you just throw your eyes to the left here, and you'll see that we've got an energy deficit of 147. Now, if you remember last turn, I actually built. Let's go to the assets management page so we can have a look at this, and we'll go to energy. So, look, I actually built a load of solar panels. So look, there we go. Unicron, Iceron, Zwenberg, and also Clyde. So, yeah, I built those as a kind of quick fix, really, because I got loads of this, loads of these rare metals. So I was like, right, I need to get some more of this stuff up. I think what I want to do now is try to get up as many of these recycling places as possible, and then get them drained out. You know, just kind of like mine this out as fast as I can. But there we've actually got more rares here. Look, also more. There we go. Look, uncommon artifacts. Look. So this is actually well worth digging into too. Yeah, we've not got anything going up in this zone. I think I'm actually... Ooh, low, really low on metals, look. Really low on metals. So maybe I wait But I'd like to get those out, because if we can start getting some cloning facilities up, for example, that would be really, really nice. Anyway, Economic Council research objectives. Let's have a look at what we're doing in the tech tree. It'd be nice to be able to kind of plot a trajectory through this now. Synthetic fuel we don't need. Nuclear plant would be 1. Because by going down into atomics, we can go further down into, you know, early orbital and fusion atomics. And if we can get into, you know, like missiles, basically, if we can get into ICBMs, then we're going to be a contender. Although I think Cael is really, I'm definitely catching him up now, I think. Well, I don't know. Let's not make assumptions. Let's actually check. Let me see what the Phoenix Legion have got with regards to their tech. I should have plenty of information on them. Let's have a look where he's at. Oh, he's got walkers, missiles, cluster bombs, tactical nuke. Yeah, he's ahead of me still. He's quite far ahead of me, actually. Yeah, he's quite far ahead of me. So we've got to be really careful here. Tribes of Man also probably are doing quite well, look. He's about the same as me, I think. Maybe a little bit further. So I've been a little bit tardy when it comes to putting bureaucratic assets up, but I'm not making that mistake anymore. Now, I might just hold back on the bureaucratic offices just briefly while I get up the demetallization places that we need. Let's just have a quick look at the construction overview, and we'll see what we've got coming. Like, most of this stuff is going to be done next turn. Look, if we can get it out. So, for example, there's a couple of recycling facilities that are going to go up next turn. Metal mining 2 should go up next turn, providing it's not interrupted. And we've got the volcanic energy plant going up. Yeah, I think we'll be okay with this. I just can't build anything else. I would like to get up this, you know, this recycling plant here. But, you know, let's just leave it for the time being. All right. I'm tempted to go, I mean, nuclear plant might be useful. Deep core mining... That's fuel, isn't it? Water for purification. I've never ever needed, even on the Seth planets, I don't think I've ever used that. One thing, I think I've said this many times, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but I find, at least, I mean, in the over 1,000 hours that I've played this game now, I've yet to find a planet that's got truly sparse water. Like, the ice sheets give you too much water, in my opinion. Maybe I'm missing something, guys. So if you've got experiences where you've played this game and water has been a real problem, let me know, because it's never been an issue for me. I think it's way too easy to get. I think ice mining should come way further down here. I think you should have to trade for it at the start of the game. I think that would be much more thematic and realistic too. I mean, God, deep core ice mining. I mean, that's that's some serious technology. I mean, way more so than I'd say something like a hospital. Anyway, you know, but you've got to think about game balance too, haven't you? I just don't know what to get. Maybe physical storage is just going to come out quick. Physical storage is quite useful too. Yeah, that will come out really. It'll probably come out next turn, so let's get that up, and it is kind of useful. Model-wise, we're going to wait for the charged Gauss rifles to come before I do anything else there. We could go for a medium helicopter. Let's go for a tactical bomber. Put a heavy rotor engine on it and give it a reasonable reasonable fuel tank. Bothered about air-to-air missiles on this. If we give it a bomb hatch, because I think we're mostly going to be fighting against infantry in this game. So let's give it a bomb hatch to see what it looks like. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the problem I was having when I was trying to make an aircraft earlier on. I don't know what's wrong with this planet, but it seems really, really difficult to get anywhere. And I don't know if we've just got a really low wind speed. I think that might be part of the problem. It's funny, while I was at work today, I often listen to podcasts and stuff, you know, or just music, and because I've got a job where I can just kind of listen to my headphones while I'm working. One of those cool jobs. And yeah, I was listening to Daz, and Daz he's done this really, really cool. It's like an introduction to Shadow Empire, even though it was kind of just sort of He's just plugged it as a let's play, really, but he did say it was kind of oriented towards new players. But he goes through the game setup and what Shadow Empire is in exhaustive detail. Really, it is a tutorial, a very detailed one. And he, like that, Daz is always well worth interest. It's always well worth listening to, because he digs out information that I don't always pay attention to. And what was Daz saying? So Daz was kind of talking about this issue, this thing with atmospheres, where you've got to be a little bit careful when you're making planets if you're hoping to get aircraft, because you need to make sure that not only have you got enough atmosphere, you've also got to have the pressure's got to be right. Plus, you've got to have a decent wind speed. Look, the wind speed here is really low. I think this is part of the reason why, 5 meters a second I don't think is very high. So not only is that going to mean that the precipitation is not going to fall too far, it also means that it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get aircraft moving. So anyway, with all that being said, I mean, look, to get a medium helicopter, let's just go, we'll go for a tactical bomber again. We might have to put a very heavy engine on it. Big fuel tank. Let's give it rockets. Let's just see how this works. Okay, so that's 6 hex. That's actually reasonable. Now the airspeed's not very fast. It's going to get intercepted if there's interceptors around. But these things don't, like, the good thing about helicopters is they can actually land anywhere. They don't get their full action points unless they're in an airbase, but they can land anywhere, unlike aircraft. Okay, so 6 hexes is not actually bad. That's a reasonable design. We could try dropping the size of that. It's not going to be as fast like this. But that's still 6 hexes. Look, it's just slower. So yeah, you can fiddle around with this until your heart's content. The difference between these two engines, other than just speed, by the way, is the fact that it's actually costing more. Look, this is less industrial points for the very heavy rotor engine, but you're spending 2 machines instead. You're putting another machine in it. So yeah, this would do me. This would do me for this. What if you could put 500 mil? Yeah, that's only 5, look, because the increase in the size of the fuel tank isn't enough to compensate for that, that increased mass and the fact that you've got more fuel. So yeah, it's interesting. You might actually find that you could drop the fuel tank a lot. Carrying less fuel is more aerodynamic. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that's only 3. There might be a sweet spot here. Got to be a bit careful. I quite like this now. I kind of got used to it, but a lot of people absolutely hate it. Like in that thing that Daz was talking, in that video that Daz was doing, he kind of said that he doesn't often use aircraft now. I think he really dislikes this system, and I got to be honest with you. I don't know. It just needs a redesign, doesn't it? Hint, hint, Vic. Okay, so yeah, 6. That'll do. Let's get a medium helicopter up. Marauders in Border Fort. Success. Okay, we got a bit of damage there. Waste disposal accident in Vimar. Critical success. Awesome. Zone city upgrade. Junicron. Junicron is a large city, I think. It's got a high population, if I remember right. Yeah, 129,000. Just check this here. So 140,000. This is 160. Okay, so just want to be a level 4 city eventually. I'm going to leave it where it is for the time being. I don't think we've got any assets that really require it to be that high. So I really want to build more stuff, but I think I'm going to have to wait till next turn. Let's just leave that for now. Reichenau is the same. It's also Reichenau. I'm saying Reichenau. I know that's not how you pronounce it, guys. I apologise. This sounds like a German style name, and I'm just not really very good with those. Apologies to all my German buddies out there. But what do you expect, right? You're not going to expect an English person to be able to even remotely, like, come out with something like that sounds German. I'm sorry, we're just no good at it. English are really, really bad at things like that. Our spies in Empire of Dick have found information. Right. I've honestly forgotten since the last turn who it was that we were trying to get in there. Yeah, it looks like just people. Oh, look at this. It looks like everybody's trying to go for a different one. Look, everybody's trying to influence his politics in a different way. I'm going to go for the Justice Knights. Let's get those guys in. And I suppose in the Tribe of Man, this is a bit more serious. No offense, Rich, but it's more that I think, you know, Hyde's in a better position. Government, meritocracy, and heart. Democracy and fist. Yeah, let's just go with the warrior party. I'm assuming that's who he doesn't want in. Okay, then we've got to get a commander for the 12th Heavy Machine Gun Infantry Brigade, so let's see if we can get a commander. Hopefully we've got a military stratagem. There's a Merc. The Merc's expensive. I don't want to buy one of those. Let's just get a junior and see what we get. No, no good. He's going to be better than nothing though, so
Yes, sir.
let's just get him in there for the time being. All right, we've now got some. Oh, what have we got here? Cael Immortalis. Awesome. Let's get that one of those up there just in case. Oh yeah, I am going to send a message to Hyde, just saying, look, I'm not planning on attacking you. By the way, this is just, you know, me putting troops on my border. I've yet to get any troops on my border, so I just need to put some on. So do not be alarmed, sir. Whether he believes me or not, I don't know. He's really fun. He's a really fun player to play against because he'll be like, or theatrical, like, I see you're building up on my border, sir. And, you know, what is this unwarranted aggression from from the Ring of Rust? And, you know, like, it's great. I love playing with players like that. He's really good fun. Ah, what's going on here? What is this? Where are we? Oh, this is a mechanized shock infantry. What are they missing? Armored transport. There we go. Yeah, I want to show that off. That's why I put that forward, wasn't it? Because I wanted to show it off. I remember now. Okay, let's get these. Oh, we were ambushed. Okay, so we've run into non-line forces here. Well, they're not gonna do very well. I don't care if we run into those guys. Let's get these this brigade down here now, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna bring these guys back. Yeah, these dudes aren't really in much of a position to be able to fight at the moment. So let's just push these guys back here. These free folk marauders. I should be able to beat them this turn. Yeah, there we go. We got them. They're facing overwhelming firepower now. They're not going to be able to really compete with what we've got. The rest of them can move back. Let's get that militia just sat there, just in case. I don't know. I don't think we're going to have any problems on this side, but I think it's always worth having some kind of force that you can call on. Let's just see if we can replace any of these troops here. What is it? Machine guns? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I misclicked there. Never mind. One, two. We got two. Yeah, we got two units there. I'm actually going to put that unit here. So yeah, at least we've got some troops here that kind of standing on this border. I need another brigade down here, so we're going to get one more. I need another one too. This will be the 12th, I guess. I guess we can bring the 12th down here as well. And this is the 10th Heavy Machine Gun Battalion. 9th. Okay, we can only get those down that way. Yeah, we're running out of logistical points. So we kind of use up our logistical points moving these guys down, but I'm going to get these guys in place and I'm just going to have waves of troops. I want to make it quite clear he's not going to be able to get through here easily unless he really, you know, unless he really brings the tools to do the job. I think really he's going to have to use nukes. I mean, unless he's going to be He's going to use walkers. Yeah, that's fine, but I can counter walkers. I know how to deal with walkers. Walkers are really good, by the way, in this game. For those of you who haven't really either seen them yet, or you don't really play the game, you just like to watch it. Walkers are really, really good. Vic, if you're watching, which I know you're probably not, but, you know, please, 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 can you give us a formation that is just a standard Walker Brigade, please? I want to see Walker Brigades, Walker Corps, and Walker Divisions that I don't have to make using the Staff Council. I really want that, because there's absolutely no reason that you could have a tank brigade but not having a Walker Brigade. That just doesn't make any sense to me. They are so useful. They're as useful as tanks. More so, in some respects. Yep, about done with all this manoeuvring. I want to get something around here. I think Cron Silver Range. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $176 points. What about down there? 128. 80. Okay. Alright, so let's just cut off everything but pull that way, and the same with this too. So we're not getting too much kind of snaking, as I call it. But it's good to have those roads there in any case. And here I think I'm going to put another city. This might be a good place. Either that or we put it here. Or we put it in the mountains and just have a mountain city. Like here, possibly. That would be really, really quite defensible. Look. Yeah, that's a great place for a city, actually. It's a little bit close to Silver Range, maybe. But that's a really, really nice little place. The only problem is we've got radiation around here. But, you know, like, I think, yeah, look, he's got a village here. Yeah, it's only a village, so it's not really. I think that would be one way in. I can defend this really easily, but he can't defend this so well. Although, well, mind you, look, he's got all these rocks, all these mountains here. Border town is a big town. That would be a better target. Wow, look at that. That's a really nice little city he's got. Town, look, in this high mountains, grassy. So yeah, he's smart, look. He's very, very smart putting his cities there. Yeah, you see, like, this would be, like, somewhere like that would be a really, really nice place for a city. He'd so struggle to get through all this to get it. Okay. I hope now that I am starting to show you just how much you have to think about in Shadow Empire. And this is not like, you know, boring work, micromanagement, you know, as people say, like over micromanagement. This is just a game that has so much to think about, yet it's fun to do so. All of these things matter, you know. They matter in a multiplayer, in a single player game even, but in a multiplayer game it's just it's on another level. Alright, I can't really build too much. Let's have a look at stratagems. Yeah, let's see if have we got any I wonder if we can recruit some credits off. Yeah, this guy, oh wow, it's not very easy to play. Difficulty 138. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. We've got quite a few people who are embezzling credits from our government. How dare they? Am I not paying you enough? Well, the answer is probably no. I guess I'm not. I'm going to get a bunch of machines up, by the way, just in case. Just so we got some extra machines. But yeah, we're really... Oh, look, we need metal. I'm going to have to buy some more. 1,000 credits. Wow, so expensive. It's painful. It's painfully expensive. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to finish everything that I was going to build. I think that with the volcanic power plant going up, and I think I was... What else was I building? I'm pretty sure I had another... Let's just go to the construction overview. So, power bank... That was not it. Volcanic Energy Plant 1, that was it. And I can't remember whether I thought I'd actually decided to build what was it? The normal power station, but I guess I didn't do it in the end. Look at this, all this fuel to take out as well. Probably want to be getting more of this fuel out if I can. I've got plenty at the moment, but we're going to need loads. Like, we're going to need loads of fuel. Fuel is going to be something that we really, really want to build. I don't build any ammo this turn, but I need to start getting big stockpiles of ammo as well. Guys, that's going to be about it. I like to build some kind of infantry or something every single turn if I can. Yeah, I can't afford it. The metal's just too much. I'll leave it there. All right, folks. I'm probably going to go through these stratagems just in my own time because I don't think it's particularly interesting for you guys to watch. I don't think there's going to be a huge amount. Yeah, I mean... Oh yeah, we can do the emergency tax, look. That's a good card to play, so we could play that on high peak.
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, we got 5,000 credits and we dropped some loyalty. That's okay, the loyalty will go back up. Yeah, pretty much everything else is okay. Now, we could play one of these cards. Like a rebellion might be a good card to play because we can actually get some... We can actually fight. Militia loss of faith. Yeah. So I'll get a couple of fate points for that. And then we could play something like... I don't know. What do we got? Like this. Scientific outpost is decent. Ecological station is pretty cool. Okay, this gives you machines and high-tech parts. That's actually pretty cool. It's expensive, though. I think that's overpriced for what it is. Well, maybe 5's about right. Motherlode just gives you a load of metal. Improve the ease of mining in a random mine asset. Treasure Hoard, this gives you metals. Just a goodie box. That's arena, isn't it? Is there a security post? That one's always a good one. Fat Merchant's also good. We could probably put one of those in Border Fort.
We'll go.
There we go. So this is going to put some private investment into Border Fort. I'll leave it at that for the time being. Alright folks, I'm going to leave it there I think. I'll catch you next time. Take it easy.